Yeah. Alright, here we go. Create new character. Now you can go pick your gender, male, female, choose a voice. Now, I don't have, for some reason my game didn't come with the Explorer pack, so I can't make any alliance with any race or any class, so I'm working on getting that fixed though. I wrote Elder Scrolls Online, so yeah, for Daggerfall Covenant, you can go Brenton, Redguard, Orc, or Aldemary Dominion, you can go High Elf, Wood Elf, Khajiit. And then you have the Ebonheart Pact, which is Dark Elf, Nord, or Argonian. And then all the classes are the same. You have Dragon Knight, Sorcerer, Nightblade, and Templar. Dragon Knights gives them bonuses with two-handed weapons, health regeneration, and frost resistance. Sorcerers can use conjuration and destruction spells to hurl lightning bolts and create shock fields, wield dark magic to snare and stun, and summon Daedric combat followers from Oblivion to assist them. Now there's Nightblade. Nightblades are adventurers, opportunists with a gift for getting in and out of trouble, relying variously on stealth blades and speed. Nightblades thrive on conflict, misfortune, trusting their luck, and cunning to survive. Now the Templar is pretty much the class for tanking and or healing. They call upon the powers of the light and burning sun to deal massive damage to their enemies while restoring health, magicka, and stamina to their allies. Now today I'll pretty much be going over the best class to make, in my opinion, for a healer. Me and a buddy went over the races and to see what we thought was the best race to make for a healer, and we came up with the Brenton because it gives them bonuses to magicka, light armor, and spell resistance. Alright, so I'll just do this. And the character creation on this game is really good. I think they went into a lot of depth on the character creations. You do height, skin color. If you hit the right trigger, it shows you with no armor, like a medium armor, and then pretty much the best armor in the game, so you can get a preview of what your character looks like. Right now we'll go with no armor since I'm going over body markings and character creation. You can do body paints, scars. It's pretty much up to you. Torso size, chest size, gut size, waist size, arm size, size of your hands, hips, posture dimensions. And then you can pick what you like your face to look like angular, soft, or heroic. So that's kind of cool. Pick how old your guy looks. You know, really old or really young. You got your hairstyles. Then you got your hair colors. You got your face markings like face paint and scars. And there's just so many to choose from, it's insane. Forehead slope, cheekbone size and height, jaw size, chin height, size, and neck size, ear size. You know, it goes really into depth. Can't say that enough. This game is awesome when it comes to character creation, I think. Eye color, eyebrows, nose, mouth, lips. You can do it all. I'll just go ahead and get into finish up my character. Now when you get done creating your character, for your first time coming into the game, you have to play the tutorial. But that's only for the first time. It's going to ask you, I've already played it, so it's going to ask me if I want to play it or skip it. For this video, I'm going to go ahead and skip it. Now, if you do the tutorial, when you're done, you'll pretty much be level 3. When you skip it, you will automatically be level 3 where you start at. So you don't really have to do it. I mean, there's not really any benefits to it other than learning the game. So yeah. And then after this loads, I'll go into skill points and character points. Now when you skip the tutorial, you start off in this house in Daggerfall, or if you pick a different race, you'll probably start off in that area. But you got your character, and if you notice in the bottom right hand corner, I'm already level 3, so I have 2 attribute points. Now for a healer, I probably want to go Magicka, all Magicka for now. And my skill points, now the Aedric Spear is pretty much like a DPS attack. You got Dawn's Wrath, which is pretty much like Caster, and then Restoring Light, which is healing. I'm going to put a point into healing, and you got your ability bar. Now when you open up new attacks, like say I want to go Aedric Spear just so I can have some DPS while I'm playing solo, because I won't be playing all the time with other people. I'll go ahead and purchase this, and if you notice, I can put it anywhere I want. I can assign it to any spot on the ability bar except LB and RB, and that'll be your ultimate ability, which is at the top of every class list. You have 3 class lists, and your ultimate ability will be at the top of those 3. And then you got two-handed, one-handed and shield, which is pretty much a tanking. Dual wielding, bow, destruction staff, and restoration staff. I will want to go into restoration as soon as I can pick up a restoration staff. That's will be my main focus as a healer, and a light armor will pretty much be my main focus in this category. Medium armor is pretty much for DPS. Heavy armor is pretty much for your tanks. Now, on your world classes, you have Soul Magic. Now, Soul Tap. Some people don't really like putting points into these. I think it's good because you can fill a Soul Gem every time an enemy dies, and not all classes can do that. And there's also one in here where, oh yeah, it's Soul Summons. Allows you to revive once every 2 hours without spending a Soul Gem, so you wouldn't have to have a Soul Gem if you die for respawning. Instead of respawning at the shrine, you respawn right where you died at, instead of having to run all the way back. Now I got my Brenton skills, which will be, my passive ability is light armor. That's why I want to work up my light armor in that category up here. And then you got your crafting skills, which is alchemy, blacksmithing, clothing, enchanting, provisioning, which is like your food. If you do this one, it'll be awesome for when you're doing your dungeons and stuff like that, because your food will do extra. It'll give you buffs for you and some of the people inside your group. Now if you go to your inventory, if you skip the tutorial, under supplies there's a sealed urn, which always gives you two things. I got a bow and I got light armor chest piece. And it always gives you 2. I don't know if it's random or if you get the same 2 things every time. I'm not 100% sure how that works yet, but you always get 2 things. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, that's pretty much everything you need to know. One more thing before I take off, these bookshelves. It doesn't matter where you're at. If you see a bookshelf, you want to walk up to it, scroll through the book, because it'll always give you an attribute to something. Well, not always, but if that bookshelf has a book to where you get a skill, it'll upgrade something for you, like one-handed shield. And I don't know if it's random or if certain bookshelves do certain things, but if you find the right bookshelf, you will get upgraded in those spots. And you don't have to worry about getting in trouble for stealing because it's just a bookshelf. You just read the books. But yeah, that's how you level up some of your classes for free. And there's just a book laying on this nightstand or cabinet, which leveled up another skill of mine. See, so it's just, they're free skill points, and it leveled up my light armor, so now I can go ahead and do a point into here. So it's pretty awesome. If you've seen the Sky Shards thing pop up on my screen a few minutes ago, Sky Shards are just scattered around the maps, and if you find Sky Shards, for every 3 Sky Shards you get another free skill point for your character. As you can see right up here, Sky Shards 1 out of 3. If you find 3, you get 1 free skill point, which is awesome too. It's another way to get free skill points. Yeah, that's everything. You guys can hit me up on YouTube or follow my Twitch, Big Daddy 23 on Twitch. Thank you. You guys have a good time playing Elder Scrolls.